Hello, sports fan. This is Steven here with Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. What will Brian Burns' impact bring to the New York Football Giants? Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Looking at this breakdown here, we have to keep in mind Brian Burns didn't have a bad season last year with the Panthers. You looked at his numbers were down a little bit because he was dealing with the elbow injury, but you got to think the man still got pressures, the man still got sacks. He still led that Panthers defense that was pretty decent when they didn't have a lot of offense. So you got to think kudos to him. He got his payday that he wanted that Carolina refused to give him, and the New York Giants essentially traded for him and got that payday for him. He's joining essentially a combination of Dexter Lawrence, and you got to think Thibodeau's there. And they did draft Malik Neighbors out of LSU, and you got to think they did not replace the quarterback Daniel Jones. So that's a surprise to many. You know, they let Saquon Barkley walk to the Philadelphia Eagles. So now you got to think with the offense that they've upgraded, the defensive pieces that they made trades to get, and then draft pieces that they brought in as well. What will his impact be? And you got to think it's in a stacked NFC East where the Dallas Cowboys are there, the Philadelphia Eagles are there, and you got to think the Washington Commanders are reloaded too. So you got to think a lot of these teams have made changes, and I mean big changes to where you have players that have upgrades now as far as in offenses and things like this. So now the New York Football Giants are in a difficult place because you haven't replaced your quarterback, what you know you need to replace. You gave him a bad contract, and you didn't pay Saquon Barkley, so now you're here. So the defense for the Giants should be fantastic. I think that they should get big-time turnovers. They should get timely stops. They should do things because you have the power players on there. On paper, you look great. But it's the things that I've been hearing from camp is Malik Neighbors is doing everything. He's balling out. He's out of control in a good way. So you got to think, well, Hilton produces well, the kid out of Tennessee. I'm sorry, Jalen Hyatt, excuse me, not Hilton, Jalen Hyatt. So you got to think they have a lot of different guys on that team that can be playmakers. So it's just a combination of them coming together and really making it. I don't see this team as a playoff team. I think they have a lot of talent, but I don't see this team as a team that's going to be knocking on the doors for either the NFC East or a wild card spot. It's a lot of tough teams in the NFC this year. I think a lot of teams have improved as well. You're looking about the NFC North, how they've improved. You're looking at the NFC South, how they've improved. It's going to be two more teams coming to those wild card spots that we probably didn't see last year. So I think that the competition is going to be more. It's going to be more in-depth teams, and you're going to see more teams playing later into the season for something to actually play with. And I'm not talking about just a wild card spot. I'm talking about potentially a first round bye or the second seed in the NFC. So I think the Giants are going to have a better season stat-wise. I think their offense is going to be a little bit better. The defense is going to be a whole lot better. They're going to make a whole lot more stops. But when it comes down to it, the realistic expectation is your quarterback is going to have to lead the way. As long as Daniel Jones is their quarterback, I don't expect them to go any farther than what they did last year. But you know, it goes without a cause. I think he's going to be one of those guys that celebrate like a Michael Strahan when it's all said and done. And I think that his play on the field is going to really speak volumes. As long as he can stay injury, knock on wood, I think they're going to have a fantastic season. So all you Giants fans, get in the comment section below. All you NFL fans, get in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus, and we'll see you on the very next video.